Okay, so this is the space shuttle. There is our asteroid. Okay, our asteroid is 9.9 tons. Okay, so and our speed relative to it is 0.3 meters per second, which means we are virtually motionless with regards to it. Now let me see what's going on here, because there we go. Arm that. I'm not sure I'm going to need that one right now. What I'm looking at right now is to see or intercept with Kerbin. Because this asteroid is on an intercept course to Kerbin over here, which is 51 at T minus 51 days, and right now it's 26. We have plenty of time. Okay, however, let us focus view there. Okay, and actually that is where that's the orbit that we're going to be going through. We have a PE of about 17,000 kilometers, 17 million meters. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the asteroid with the nose first, and I'm going to adjust its course if I can to try and get the PE at more of a closer to a zero inclination. Okay, because I'm going to try and land this at the KSC. Having such an inclined orbit is not that great. So what I will do now, in terms of the game, because this is a challenge, I have to abide by the rules of the challenge. I am allowed to use planners and such in orbit. Okay. I am not allowed to use anything when flying in atmosphere. I have to fly it by hand. All right. So we are now pointed at directly at the target. Okay. Let's see if I have. I'm just trying to make sure that things are working the way I expect them to. Alright. So what I'm going to do, because I don't have any RCS available pushing me forward, there are RCS jets in there, but they're not available yet. So I am going to have to use the engines, the nukes, in order to maneuver forward. Okay. Yeah, 3 meters per second should be fine. It's going to be a little slow, but I don't see any reason to rush this. Think about how Crew Dragon docked with the space station earlier today. They really, I mean, we're galloping at a fast rate compared to what they did. But I will, however. Okay. That was attempting to time warp. I was actually doing a physics warp. Right now I'm doing just a regular time warp. Okay. Now. That's odd. Oh, I'm doing rotation. Try that. This isn't working. Alright. Okay. You just may not be seeing it. Okay. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and warp some more. Get this closer. Hello, Hawk Engineer. Welcome to the Flying Penguins. And I am at least am doing fine. A little tired because I was working on an over the stove microwave and venting it in my house. Basically, it's been venting out into the kitchen, and we wanted it to vent outside. So it basically involved disassembling everything, and in order to get the vents in there. So the hard part is done. Next week I go up into the attic and I actually route the vent line itself. But that's not a big deal. All right, so we are 250 meters away and approaching. $200 150. Basically, I want to make sure that I hit it as dead center as possible. 75 meters to go. 70, 60, 50 now, and 40, and 30. Okay, so I'm letting SAS keep me pointed directly at it, and then I just make sure over here that I'm actually going, I'm centered, that my motion is centered on the asteroid as well. Hello, Tau Plays. There are two maneuver node mods that I'm aware of. One is Precise Node and one is Precise Maneuver. All right. I happen to be the current maintainer of Precise Node. However, believe it or not, I think Precise Maneuver might be a better mod. Okay. I want to go up a little. You know, it's very interesting. These guys, not the tank, but there's a whole bunch of little RCS vectors here, and they're not working. Oh, I know why. I think. Nope, that's unlocked. That's actually going to be pretty good. And we docked, or grabbed it. Pretty well centered also. Good. I love these things. I'm just trying to get a good picture of it, right? There we go. Okay. All right. Hello, Cheesecake. Welcome to the Flying Penguins. Good to see you tonight. All right. So now, what I want to do is this. Okay. See, I really don't even need to do a focus view because I can see it right here. I'm gonna go over here. That's good distance in VAS. Basically, I want to bring that PE up a little, and I'm not sure. It's gonna have to be played around a little bit. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Oh, there we go. That's the way to do it forward. Okay. We really can't do too much about the overall angle, but if the PE can be close as possible to the center line. Yeah. Okay, that's better. The idea is that when I do my maneuver here, it'll be one burn instead of doing a burn down here and then having to do another one to change the inclination. So that's not too bad. 41 meter per second burn in 4 hours. Okay. And we want to point to the maneuver node. There we go. Tau plays. My understanding of the history of those two, because they actually look very similar, is that precise maneuver was originally derived from precise node. Okay, but the guy who did it made a lot of changes which the precise node author it didn't fit his vision. So he told the guy, go ahead and do your own mod. So that's why we have two of them. They both work in whichever one you want. Okay. So, really it doesn't matter too much about the maneuver because what the heck, we'll just execute it. Again, we're so far out that 4 hour difference really wouldn't make that much difference. Okay, now I just took it over because I didn't want MechJeb to start following the target when it starts wandering. Okay. See how the orbit's slowly being changed? Okay, okay, that's good. All right. Great. Okay. Now I am going to go to the Space Center, come back to see if it'll fix the problem with the RCS jets. Yeah, but Cheesecake, that's only if I can get it close enough to the Mun. Okay, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, what I'm going to do at the closest approach, I'm going to do a burn, a single burn in order to circularize the orbit and change the plane at the same time. Okay, so before I do that, well, actually, I can do that. All right. So what I'm going to do is, now, for those of you who don't know, okay, doing a couple of things here. And Cheesecake, the guy who just showed up, has kind of, I'm trying to outdo him, or at least do the same. Okay, he landed a Class B asteroid with Jebediah sitting on top. So that's what this little thing is here for. This is gonna, this has a, it's basically a RCS tank, a probe core. That's a reaction wheel. Sorry. Did I forget the probe core on this? I forgot the probe core on it. So Jebediah is going to have to get into it and actually do the maneuvering. Okay. And he's going to plop it, hopefully, at a safe point on the asteroid. These two are basically tugs. They're going to attach to the asteroid in order to balance out the thrust when these guys are burning, and that's during the maneuvers to enter orbit and to not to enter orbit, but to reduce the orbits, and in order to deorbit and get it down to the KSC. Okay, so let me see what I want to do here. All right, I said I want to go back. I want to go to the Space Center and come back and just see if that fixes. The asteroid is 9.9 tons, Cheesecake. 3 times as heavy as the last one I brought in. Okay. So lock. Okay. Now it's working. Don't ask me. I have no idea, but now it's working. Okay, so Cheesecake, how heavy was yours? I'm just going to warp until we get into the SOI. Well, the only thing I did in terms of cheating, so to speak, was to change it from a Class C to a Class B, and that was before I got close to it. I don't particularly want to make any other changes. Okay. It's not a matter of beating you. I want to equal. Okay. I mean, a friendly competition. Okay. You did something which I didn't. I mean, For me, landing it the first time using the keyboard without anything else was a miracle. Okay? But now I want to see if the way I'm doing it works any better than what other people have done. Okay? I don't recall seeing anyone else putting tugs onto their asteroids to help. You may have seen it. I don't know. Okay, 3 minutes to the SOI. Okay. So now, okay, we want to circularize at the next, not the apopsis, PE. We ain't known. That's going to be a 3-minute, 37 seconds burn. Okay. Now. I'm going to make it longer. Okay, so that would be 300. Let's actually, the one thing I didn't notice here, I got 3,000 delta V. I got plenty to burn. So okay, so that it's slowly getting it into a flat orbit. And then once we do that, we come here, and then we'll match the plane. Okay, so what gave me the idea about mounting it on the back of the shuttle was I saw a picture of someone which had basically landed it vertical. I don't know if it was the end result of the challenge or what, but they had what appeared to be a Class C asteroid, and it was on the ground, and the shuttle was attached to it with something like the back of like on the backbone like this. So okay, let me make sure that these aren't up. The thrust limiter is full. Wait. Okay. So, node is in 9 days, and it's a 4-minute, 42-second burn. Maneuver contract, maneuver. I want 10 minutes in advance. Okay, I'm going to do an F5 for safety. And that's something I need to fix. I have a bad setting in a mod. Tao plays. You're more than welcome. That's why I want. Feel free to ask Cheesecake if you could answer, Tao's question. That'd be great, because I'm going to learn something here also. Because I really don't use those mods, and maybe I should. Okay, so now we're going to warp. That is the 9:30. Okay. Okay, start burn in 8 minutes. What? Oh, right. Start burn in 8 minutes. Yes, absolutely. Okay. 5 minutes. Four minutes. Three minutes. 2 minutes. T-minus 53 seconds and counting. Nice if I could see Kerbin. Maybe we're too far, I don't know. It's definitely not pointing there. Up there it is. 16 seconds, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. And remember, these are nuclear engines, so they don't have a lot of thrust. But they have a lot. I mean, let me rephrase. They don't have a lot. They don't have high TWR, but I have a huge amount of delta V. I have 3,400 delta V, including the mass of that in this alone. This shuttle is mostly fuel tanks. Cheesecake. I like the miced it up better than the mixed it up. Either for those people who are having performance issues in the editor, in the VAB or the SPH, I learned something today, and so did Rocketology learn something today, and that is that if you turn off the little guys in the VAB and the SPH, your performance gets improved, and you do that in the main settings. It's like, wow. So I haven't had a chance to really test it yet, but I will. I'm really happy about this. It's using reaction wheels, but not that much, and it's able to maintain its the proper angle. I don't have to turn on the RCS at all, which is really nice because I want to save the RCS for the re-entry. We're now in orbit. Two minutes to go. These guys will get placed once we're positioned to do our re-entry. One minute, 30 seconds. 1 minute. Now, I can actually stop anytime I want now because we're in a decent orbit, but I'm going to let it go the full burn. Minus 30 seconds, 34, 33, 32, 30 seconds left on the burn. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Good. And we now have a nice orbit. It is still inclined, but now we'll just match planes with a target at the cheapest at the cheapest AN. Create the node. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this set as target, just to do this, because that's the flat plane. So that's going to be an 855 meter per second burn. So that's going to drop me from 3,000 down to 2,200. Just out of curiosity, remove all nodes. I want to change the PE to be 100. Create the node. That'll be, yeah, 200. So it's not a big deal. Okay, remove all nodes. I just want to make sure that I wasn't going to overly use up my fuel too soon. So I want to match planes with a target. What the hell happened? I'm sorry. Who is that anyway? Jebediah just won an EVA by himself. We want to match planes with a target. Create the node. Okay. That's going to be here, and that node is in 2 days, 4 hours. And it's going to be a 12-minute burn. Okay, so 10 minutes in advance of the maneuver should be fine. Okay, add the alarm. Let's go ahead. Well, see if League, because I have to land it at the KSC. Okay, and because I'm not super great with shuttle landings, so everything that I can do to make it easier for myself, I'm going to do. Okay? I mean, one of the goals of my doing these challenges is to get experience and learn how to do shuttles. But I have never done shuttles up until now. This entire series is really the extent of my shuttles. Okay, start burn in 5 minutes. Let's see if League, it's I have an educated guess. Among other things, I'm using trajectories, so hopefully it'll give me a reasonable idea. It seems to do a decent job with the Class A that I did. So. Three minutes to go. Two minutes. 1 minute. 30 seconds. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Okay. I'm just turning it. I want to get a picture of this. Well, you know, he said that he'd like to see it, but the rules don't say you have to do a directory entry. I wouldn't, well, you know, League, I wouldn't say that that implies that they're inferior to rockets. What I think it, I mean, you could do this whole series by saying you have to do it with the rockets. Okay. And it would be pretty much just as challenging, I think. Re-entries would be a little different, but most of the other stuff wouldn't be that different in terms of challenges. You know, so you know, shuttles have their uses, but you know, in real life, shuttles tend to need, well, the experience that we had with the space shuttle was that it needed an enormous amount of refurbishment between each flight, when it was originally hoped that it would be 2 to 4 weeks refurbishment between flights. Obviously that never happened, but also the shuttle, the initial vision of the space shuttle was not what we ended up with. Okay, it was bigger, heavier, it had bigger wings, it was much more complicated than expected. Part of that was due to politics, and part of it was due to some requirements by the DoD, Department of Defense, for those of you who don't know. Okay, so we ended up with this really big, massive, amazing machine, which costs more to launch each time than launching a regular rocket would. Okay, the regular the space shuttle was built to do was a truck. Okay, a very expensive truck, but it was a truck, and you know, because of, you know, the accidents and because of the sheer cost, it never really reached its initial potential. Okay, obviously the shuttles we're doing here have no relation to the space shuttle, but you know, there is the X-37, which it's much smaller, but it's basically a mini space shuttle, and it is, well, they've never done a fast turnaround, but you know, I would lay odds that if they wanted to, they could get the X-37 down and you know, turn it around in a couple of weeks and be able to send it up again, because it's much smaller, it's much less complicated. One of the things that makes the X-37 so flexible is that it doesn't have life support on there. Okay, it doesn't have to worry about a crew, and obviously that's going to add a lot of mass and everything. What? Oh, it's reversing. The orbit was backwards. We were going retrograde, so what this burn is doing, on top of everything else, is reversing the direction of the orbit from being retrograde to prograde. That was... Well, I guess thank you, MechJeb, for doing that. I didn't even think about that. And that's why it's such a big burn. NASA is not reusing any parts for the SLS other than the shuttle engines. And the shuttle engines really shouldn't be used. They should have... Okay. I would love to hear EJ's take on this, but I think that they were looking at a modernized, upgraded F1, which was what powered the Apollos. And excuse me, my phone just went crazy. So I really think that the upgraded and modernized F1s would have been a better choice. But you had politics coming in again, which basically said that Rocketdyne wanted to be able to sell more space shuttle engines. Oh, well, cheesecake. Based does not mean that it is reusing the parts. The boosters are they're not reusing anything. They're brand new boosters because they're bigger. They're much bigger than what the space shuttle had. The diameters are bigger. They said they were going to reuse, but they ended up reusing almost nothing. Okay, the tank. I'm not sure what you're referring to about the tank. Because the SLS, it's a regular rocket. So this is turning out to be a fortuitous mistake. Yeah, cheesecake. The original that was the original selling point of it. That look, you have the space shuttle. Why we can reuse this? We can reuse the boosters. There's no work being done, but they're not. The brand new boosters, much more powerful than the shuttle boosters were. It's politics. I mean, they're talking about doing maybe one launch a year, if that. It's a solution in search of a problem, and it's a big boondoggle. What is the PE? The PE right now is 4. If I stop this right now, I will let it go. Okay, it's going to cost more for them to build. Not really. I mean, look how long. Here's the thing, CF League. Compare how long it's taking to build the SLS, and to even get a first rocket out there, as to what SpaceX has done. Okay. the Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, ULA. They have the Delta IV Heavy. Yes, it's a disposable rocket. So and I believe that each launch is projected to be $1 billion. With a B, not an M. Now think about this: they're building one a year. Do you really think you're going to keep your expertise there, as opposed to another company which is building 10 or 12 a year? SpaceX is yes, I'm a SpaceX fan, as you can tell. I actually think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to circularize at the PE. Save myself a little bit of burn. We want to circularize at the next PE. Okay. Okay. All right. The SLS is, I don't remember all the details, but you have a lot of politics and you have a lot of pieces being built all over the place, because one congressman wants jobs in his district, another one, it's a failure of government, or I shouldn't say failure. This is a limitation of the form of government that we have, that you end up with representatives and senators demanding that certain work be done, that they have a piece of the pie, basically. Okay, and because of that, it's what was it? What is the definition of an elephant? It's a horse built by committee, and this is you don't want to build it by committee. You want a single company to do it. I'm very interested in the Starship, whatever they're calling the SpaceX is calling the next one, because first, let me get this going here. Okay, because I think I just reversed my course the wrong way. Okay. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Anyway, could you imagine a government operation like that, designing and building a test vehicle in months or less than a year? Okay, and it's going to be not much longer before they have the whole thing working. It just boggles the mind. And what SpaceX is doing, that is a 2-3 minute burn, so I'll do 10 minutes in advance. What SpaceX is doing is showing the advantage of private industry. Okay, that you are not being bogged down by government requirements. Here's another example. Okay, SpaceX and Boeing both got contracts from NASA to build crew capsules. So SpaceX, they built the Dragon, and Boeing is building the Starliner. Okay, let's not talk about the fact that Starliner is having some problems. I'm not. That's not the point here. The thing is that NASA said, here are some high-level specifications, obviously including the safety and the maneuverability, whatever. But they didn't specify all the details the way they had to do with Apollo and with the Shuttle, etc. So you have two companies who were both, with a reasonable amount of money, have developed a crew capsule, both of which are probably comparable in capabilities. Okay. For much less money than if the government and did you see the inside of the Dragon? I did. I was amazed by it. I watched one of the videos about it. Okay, burn time in 3 minutes. Okay. So what the two of them have done have come up with comparable vehicles to the same design specifications, but they are different. Okay, and it shows you what I don't know which one is better. Okay, I'm going to be just as excited to see the Starliner go up in dock as I was today with the Dragon. Okay, give me a second. I don't want to miss this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Okay. All right. So, and I really haven't looked into the different capabilities of each one. They had to meet certain levels of performance, of safety, etc. But other than that, this reminds me of a time back a long time ago, relatively speaking. New York City put out a request for buses, and a company called Flexible came up with one, and I think it was GM. I'm not sure. Came up with the other. Okay, both buses met the design requirements. Okay, and it turns out that the Flexible buses, they weren't really flexible. That's just the name of the company. The Flexible buses actually had problems because they weren't designed for the punishment that the New York City roads gave them. So they started having problems to the point that New York City basically pulled them all from the street and almost threw them away. But you have two different companies coming up with two different solutions to the same problem, and they ended New York City. It cost them money, but they ended up with the better bus. So this is they got to, and in space, this is the first time that the United States is going to have two different manned solutions at the same time. Excuse me. We had Mercury, we had Gemini, we had Apollo, but they weren't flying at the same time. And then we had nothing, and then we had the Space Shuttle. And yes, I was down in Florida for the first launch. Okay. And it was amazing, and it got us to space. How many years? In the meantime, Soviet Union kept launching their rockets. They kept people in space all the time. So we have to hitch rides. So now we have two different solutions. So if one develops a problem, we aren't grounded anymore. Space Shuttle had a problem. You had the Challenger explosion. They grounded it for a year and a half while they figured out what was going on. And then you had the Columbia disaster. And again, they grounded it for a year and a half. And eventually, Obama canceled it. I'm not going to go into whether I think that was the right thing to do or not. It just, he did. So since then, we haven't had anything. Okay, so once I'm circular here, and this is we are at 4,000 kilometers. Okay, this is a good place for me to be able to go out and do my EVA work in order to and mount the asteroid in such a manner that I want to be able to land with it there. Good. Good burn. Nice and flat now. Okay. So now, you know, I have a choice. Ow, excuse me. I can either decouple this, because there's a decoupler right there. Okay, and just leave that attached. Well, what I did last time, I actually I let go, and then I jettisoned it going elsewhere. I think I'm going to do that. Well, yeah, that's... Did they get the specifications? You know, but the thing is that you have a difference. With that, I would bet you they didn't say the train has to fit in such and such a tunnel. Okay? I'm guessing. We want to release. What the devil's free pivot? I'll have to figure that out, try that some other time. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, okay, now I happen to like things to the left, just because. Okay, so I'm going to rotate it so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to tilt back here, so when I let go of it, it doesn't hit the asteroid and start tumbling. Oh, I agree, Cheesecake. But that's also, I mean, I would argue that that's incompetence on the part of the company. Decouple. Okay, good. Let's do 5. There we go. Great. Okay. Don't need that anymore. That was there just in case. Okay, so what's happening, it's not quite balanced now right now because I have this section here and I got these guys over there. And what I'm trying to do is to get it lined up with the center of mass. Which is just about is. Okay, good. Now, since I don't have forward thrusting RCS, I'm going to have to use the engine just a little. Oops, we locked up for a moment. There we go. Okay. Oh, Cheesecake, they definitely fulfilled the contract, okay? I would venture to guess that they won't get any more contracts. Want that to be right over there. Oh, the joys of the asteroid things. Not grabbing when you expect them to grab. Oh, let's see how bad that did. It's not that bad. Okay. All right. So here's what we have to do now, okay? These guys are going to be... each one has a grabbing unit on top. Okay, I'm going to put one here and then one here. Okay? And then I'm going to tie everything down with EVA struts. Okay, I have lots of little EVA struts. That's what this. Oh no, that's a fueling thing. That's what that is, and that, and well, I had more there. So, okay. Then I'm going to drag a fuel line from here to there on each one, okay, so that they share fuel. And then we, and once that's done, we'll do a couple little tests to make sure that we're balanced in terms of our thrust, okay? And that's going to require these guys to be most likely throttled down, because the whole shuttle weighs a lot more than that. Okay, so right now if I just fire, it's going to go loop to loop. Okay, so these are going to provide a little extra thrust. I could probably do it with just one, but I'm going to give it two anyway, just because. And then finally, Jeb will get out and do that. Okay, so let's do an F5. I'm not sure what you mean, League. You mean that? Does it pivot? Or does it just pivot around? I'm not sure what that is. I think it's close enough, okay? I mean, whereas it's a little over there, but oh, I see. There it is. Okay. Ah, thank you. Alright, it's much better. Thank you. As I just did. Okay, great. So now let's do these guys, okay? Just so that I can keep my sanity. Whoa, look at that. Okay. All right. First one. Decouple. Whoops. Oh, what's the top? Oh. Okay. You're enabled. Oh. No, the cheesecake. I know what it is. I apparently have a mistake in in a config file in something which renames the save file. So it is saving it. It just isn't able to rename it properly. But thank you. I'm being very careful to try to not tilt it. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. I'm gonna have to do it this way then. Take advantage of that rotation you just showed me. Okay. Let's see if this will work, what I wanted to do. For the whole thing, I want to do it. It's actually rotating the wrong... Oh, is it not connected? Let me try this. Okay, all thrusters are all. Okay, let me make sure that. Five. Cosmetic Crash, thank you for the raid. Seems to be bouncing back now. It really is not doing what I want it to do. So let me do this. 5 off. Final Titus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Flying Penguins. All right, so I'm gonna do the redo this. We'll Release. Okay.
That way, arrogant.
Okay. So. Oh, I'm looking at it the wrong way. Wait a sec. Make sure they're all enabled. Oh, not. Okay, that's better. Try this now. Plenty of electric charge here. Okay. Good. Nope, we didn't arm. Try this again. Didn't grab it again. I'm sorry, I can't pay too much attention to you right now. Trying to get the stupid thing to grab a hold of it. Is it like docking ports where you have to back off after a distance after letting go? There we go. Maybe I just wasn't going hard enough. Alright. So we're just going to try doing it with one. I'm not going to worry about the other one. Okay. In terms of, I will accept the fact that it's slightly off. Okay. Alright. So, now we need to get Jebediah out there. Actually, no, before we do Jeb, let me make sure that we have... Yes, we do. Okay, good. Engineer, EVA. But what he's going to do right now is attach these guys, the EVA struts, to the asteroid is bracing. There's one. And two. Three. And I would do the same thing on the other side. I need to let this one go before I can do anything else. Okay, I just don't want it going too far away right now, just in case I need it. Okay. So... Okay, it's pretty stable now. There we are. Oh, think of it like a strut gun, where you take the strut, you go beep, and it grabs a hold of the other end. Apparently there is a limit to the distance. Okay, there we go. And we have to do the same for the back, as well as get a couple of things onto that, so that it doesn't wobble too much. And then we have to also do the fuel tank, the fuel line. Whoops.
Thank you very much.
Hawk Engineer, thank you for the sub, and welcome to the Flying Penguins. And because of that, I'm going to have to give away a game. But I'll get that started in a couple of minutes. For those of you who don't know, I give away a game every time I get a sub. This is a way of saying thank you. So, it's not Kerbal, but I have about 70 odd games, which I've gotten from Humble Bundle, and you get to choose. That's the strut there. Got to be close to it. Okay, it's there. And oops, wrong side. This is new for me because I'm not too familiar with how to use this, but this is the from Kerbal inventory system. Whoops. No. So anybody familiar with this part of KIS? How to run a fuel line? But I'm not sure. We don't want to detach it. I just want to run a line. The H is what you use to detach and attach things. I don't want to do that. It allows a firm connection, but once attached, even a janitor can use it to connect vessels. Fine, but how? I have the I have the electric screwdriver equipped. Shouldn't give you a link tweak? What do you mean by that, League? I'm not sure. All right, let me do a quick Google here. Oh, you looked at the manual. Oh, you are looking at the manual. Me too. What is that? That is a JS-1. Nope, that's old. There might be a hotkey. Yeah, I know, but what's the hotkey? H is what you use to attach and detach things, if you're close enough, of course. Like that would detach it. So I don't know, detach and grab, okay? But I don't want to detach it, I just want to connect the line. Well, I was. I'm about as close. I was literally touching it. Can't get much closer than that. Okay. G, detach and grab, detach and grab. So if there's a hotkey, I'm missing it. Whoops. Oh, that's the camera. Okay. Yeah, but if I detach it, Cheetah, then it's not going to be on the tank anymore. I want to build a pipe from here to there. Or, actually, there's one over there also. So I want to run a pipe from here to there. Okay? Nope, that's the detach. X does the detach. H would do the detach. Okay. C doesn't do anything. V controls. X to use a screwdriver. I will detach it. I will try that, okay? But I got others, but... See, that's... I can now put in my inventory. Um, yeah. It's not what I want. That's not going to do it. And so did I. But it doesn't. Obviously, I'm missing something here. Hmm. I'm asking someone else a question. I'm also Googling this. And form thread. I'm on the KIS page. Manual. KIS for Dummies. Kerbal Inventory System. PIPE. Oops, doesn't even have that. Okay. Shortcuts. G, grab a pose. X, use equipped right hand item. Tab, open the EVA. 1 to 8 EVA item shortcut. H, attach detach mode. Okay. And then we have drop attach mode. Is it possible this isn't KIS, it's KAS? I bet you it's Kerbal Attachment System, not inventory. Here are the carriers, attach parts and detachment. It's not on a cargo door though. That's not a cargo door. That is a that's a fuel tank. Oh, it is KES. Right click it. Okay. Right click. I may have a bug here or a problem because what I'm told is I have to go to the part and then right click it and choose the option to pull. Well, let's try. I don't think it's going to be Alt, but I'm willing to try that. Whoops. No, not Shift. Yeah. Well, I'm going to unequip that. I don't think it's related. Right click. So it seems what I'm told is that this is not working properly. So it's KAS JS-1. It's not the tank though. You're holding the Alt down. When I right click, just keeps it around. Well, you need to attach what when building the craft, Cheetah? Because that is attached. How to use Winch's fueling station video. Well, we can try that. It's definitely worthwhile trying something. So it's either that or maybe this isn't the right thing, huh? JS-1 joint socket? Well, what I'm getting suggested is to detach it and attach it. I actually have extra parts here, so I'm just going to go attach a new one. Okay. H to attach. Okay. We attached it. Well, that's different. This time we get reset camera. To this one, we only had aim camera. Oh well, worst case, I'll just won't do it. Cheesecake, I'm not even trying. It's not even. Yes, there is. Okay. You got here to here. But the problem thing is that it's not even letting me do the initial grab. They'll go away. So now that I attached a new one, it gives me the aim camera and reset camera, which is different. This one, it's either aim. If I do a reset camera, okay. So let's try detaching one and attach, and then detach and grab. JS1 joint socket, JS1 joint socket. Hello, Jade. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going by what it says here. When you look at the instructions, it says this is a multi-person socket, has a variety of features. It allows for a firm connection and provides for the transfer of resources. A certified engineer with multiple years of experience is required to install this socket, but once attached, even a janitor can use it to connect vessels. Now, I'm wondering if this is only a receptacle, and I really needed something else to, like for example, the winch in order to send it out. Yeah, well, that's the only thing I can think of, and it's obviously not working. So I'm just going to live without it. Okay. Too bad. Would have been nice. What I'm going to do is get that other tug and get it docked right next to it. Don't worry about this. Okay. All right, where is that other tug? There we are. And where is the... There's a shuttle in relation to the tug. There we are. And it's okay, good. Okay, first thing I want to do is to flip it. Well, yeah, technically it's one vessel, but it's not even giving me the option to, to start. Could be, I don't know. But like I said, it's not critical to the mission. Okay, thank you. Oops, wrong way. Nope, didn't work. Okay. Not only didn't it work, this whole thing just tilted. Oh no, it didn't. Just a bit. I'm not even gonna try this right now. I'm giving up on that. Don't worry about it. What I want to do right now is get rid of this. Okay. Decouple. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just accelerate just for a second. Okay, just to give us a little bit of us moving away. All right, now activate the engine. Okay, let's leave it locked. I'm going to call it the other one. I had a 35%. It was down to like 31. I'm going to try this at about 50%, and we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do a named save. Okay. I'm going to do some tests just to see if it's balanced and how to balance it, and then I'll come back and reload the save. Pre-balancing. Save. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm going to turn SAS off. Okay. I'm going to go full throttle and see what for a second. See what happens. Okay. Needs a little bit more. .56. Now full throttle again. Okay, still needs more. Okay. It's at a slight angle. I think I can live with that. Okay, so 67. Okay, pre-balancing. Okay. All right. So now we know how to balance it. Set this to be 67. There we go. All right. It's not perfectly centered, so we do have a bit of a twist, but I think that RCS will be able to handle that. Okay. Also, it's going to have to be dropped once I drop this off. Okay? Because this is pretty... This has a pretty significant weight. That, and there's a couple of... there's two reaction... Essentially, these are probe cores with built-in reaction wheels, so they're not light either. Monoprop is there. That's good. I'm just making sure that all the monoprop in here... Okay, so it's been draining off of here first. That's good. Alrighty. Yes, Cheetah, it's coming back to... Oh, I need to get Jebediah out there now. Alright. Jebediah! So, this is touching that. It almost looks like that it got down too low, so when I jettison it, it's still... They're intersecting. Let me try jettisoning it without Jeb, and we'll see what happens. It's not letting go. Yes, they're two separate vessels now, but It isn't letting go. Oh. I wonder if I can do that. Okay, let me get Bob out there. Maybe we can detach the coupler. Okay, Bob. I'm not Bob. Bill. EVA. Okay, it is equipped. The function is not supported on this. This is a root part. Oh, there we go. Strange. Whoops. Almost had it there. There we go. Thank you. Arm and control from here. Oh, no. Control from here and arm. Okay. So now, okay. Okay, let me do this first. Come on, game. Okay. I'll try and get it over there. Bingo. All right. That's about the best place, I think, for the re-entry. Okay. All right, so I got 3 people in for the drawing. Gunslinger, Passive Win, and look at the document and tell me which game you want. Do that in a whisper, please, and then I will send you back the key. In the meantime, we got to do some maneuvering here. Okay, we want to lower the orbit to about 100. Want to drop the PE to 100 kilometers at the next AP. It's over there. What is our PE? AP is 34. I don't need to worry about that. Remove after a fixed time. The difference is minimal. Create node. Let's make sure we're controlling from the right place. Okay. There we go. How are we doing on EC? Electric charge, we've got 12,000 units of EC. Okay. Okay. All right. And so we really don't have to worry. I'm just going to remove it and create and execute. A little problem here. The problem is earlier it said we had 30, like a couple of thousand delta V, and now we only have minimal. I'm not too worried about the rotation. Now I have 800 units of fuel here between there and there, which is locked. So I can always unlock that if I need it, but those really are there for the jet engines. I haven't had a chance, Cheesecake, I'm sorry. But I will. For those of you who don't know, Cheesecake has been doing some work on AVC to implement something I had wanted to do a while ago, and I just never got around to it. And that's giving it a way to tell AVC which mods are compatible, so it won't tell you that all of these things are incompatible. Okay, just gonna watch the PE now. I'm gonna let it get down to 60. I'm gonna do aero drag, aero braking. Okay. Whoops, wrong way. Yeah, my PE is 68. I wanted to get it down to 60. Bingo. Okay. Okay. So, so you see here, this, for those of you who don't know, this second white line, that's what's going to happen after I do my first aero brake. Okay? And it's telling me, it's dropping it just by a little bit. So what I think I'll do, drop it a little bit lower. $55 is more than enough. Okay, so we are coming here. Let us warp to here. What? What happened? Radial coupler collided into the fuel tank. Okay. It wasn't anything to worry about. It's that radial coupler which was over there. It just decided to collide all of a sudden. So, alright. Now, what I'm going to do, not yet, for those, I have this probe core here, which is set at a 15-degree angle. So what I could do, what I will be doing, is I will be controlling from there and then telling SAS to go prograde. So it'll be prograde from that. Okay? And that this way will be coming in at, at a good angle. Okay? But right now, I'm not worried about it. Right now, I'm going to be doing my, the aero braking, and, I just want to get it slowed down. Okay. Alright, we're now in the atmosphere. And we should see the AP starting to drop. Yep, there it goes. So what I'm going to do here is actually, I'm going to go at a 90-degree, because I really want to use, accelerate the dropping of the orbit, the aero braking. Like that. Actually, let us not do that. Yeah, not quite what I wanted. Okay, so we're climbing now. All right. So we dropped it down almost 3,000. If I got that right. Yeah. Okay. And the next time we're going to drop it even more. Just have to be careful that we don't drop too low. But you can see here that the PE is dropping, and I'm not thrilled with the fact that oh, there we go. I'm not thrilled with the fact that it got down to, went below 55. So what I'm going to do at the AP is I'm going to raise the PE just a little bit. Just a tad. Oh, actually, this one doesn't have the RCS jets there, does it? But we got those things. Thank you, KSP. Hi, Gunslinger. Okay, so AP is in 9 minutes. Eight minutes. We're down to 6 minutes. Five and a half minutes to go. One minute to go. All right. And again, we're going to raise it from 54.8 to 55.5. And hopefully that'll keep us from dropping too low. Okay, I can do it at any time because we're pretty much at the top. There we go. Okay. Now, I've been told that having open cargo bays creates a lot more drag than if it's closed, which kind of makes sense. Up to a point. Okay, so I'm going to leave this open, at least for the next few passes. Okay, I'm going to do a... Yeah, didn't. What I'm gonna, it says directory not found. It's an error. So I'm going to exit the game and come back in real fast. Yeah, those were the two Falcon. Those were from the Falcon Heavy. Those were the Falcon. Those the two stages of which were landing, I believe. Okay, so here we go. Let's do a quick F5. Yeah, quick save. See that? That worked. All right. Cool. Got that little problem taken care of. Okay, where are we now? We're over here. We're coming in to a PE of 55.6 kilometers. So that's where we want to land, but we have a few more orbits to go before we can do this. Actually, I'm going to try doing radial out and just see what happens. Again, I'm really not sure. Let's see what we get in terms of drag. Okay, radial out. However, I want the belly of the plane. There we go. We're at 100 kilometers and falling fast. Okay. Okay, we have now entered the atmosphere now. All control surfaces have been enabled. And I got drag overlays. Let's see what we get here. You can see how that's generating drag. That's good. Okay. And I want to keep this as right angle as possible. It was falling over backwards. Kind of makes sense. We'll have to see if Jebediah stays alive. I didn't realize he was going to get that much heating over there. Okay.
That is the Gilbert.
So, Cheesecake, do you think that'll be fine, or should I move him down a little closer? Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to... I didn't try that. Okay, we're climbing again. Our AP is down to 1700. Okay, so so Jade, when you say it disables the gimbal, that's meaning when you're using the second mode of a multi-mode engine? Okay. All right, I'll take a look at it. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, we're in space again. Our PE dropped a little bit. That's fine. So I'm just gonna keep this and do this again. I realize this gets to be rather repetitive, but we don't have enough delta V in order to do it all by ourselves, so we have to do it this way. I'm sorry, Jade, what do you mean by SRS? A serious business to you? I'm not sure what you mean by treated as unplayable. And the reason I want to put the gimbaling in is it always bothers me when I see the engines flopping around but not doing anything. I will look at it. I mean, Jade, it shouldn't be that difficult. I just have to add a check for multi-mode engine and deal with it at that point. So which, I assume the Rapier is one of the ones you tested with it? Alright, we're about to enter atmosphere. We're now in the atmosphere. Well, there's heating, not a lot of drag yet. But the AP is dropping. That's really all I care about. And we're climbing again. Okay. That was pretty safe. I'm trying to figure this out. This says I have 30 at this stage. Okay. I have, well, first let me do this. I don't want to take a chance on that. Okay. At this stage, I have 2,400. Right, that's because of those engines. Okay. That's there. Really wonder what Kerbal Engineer thinks about this. Let me see what MechJeb thinks. Delta V stats. So this says I have 2,614 meters per second. The problem is I don't. Let me see if I disable that. If I shut down that engine. Ah, I do have plenty of fuel. It's when I enable this engine, when I activate it, that it drops down to, well, let me rephrase that. The KSP is getting confused, but if I can do this, let me see, if I disable, put this here, shut down the engine. Okay, 25, 27, activate engine, 26. I think I've gotten KSP confused over here. I think I have a lot of fuel left. Okay, so let me do this. I want to adjust the PE, change the PE to be 75. node, and that would be 9 meters per second. And then down there, I'll see what I can do in terms of burning, in terms of circularizing it, and let's see what happens. At that Kerbal Engineer, let me. There's MechJeb, there's KER. So yeah, it says, Kerbal Engineer says I have 3,200 meters per second. So I'm not sure which one is correct or not. But I would say that I would trust Kerbal Engineer and MechJeb before I would go with the, what this says. Cheetah, I don't want to pitch down. I want to keep it pitched up. But I will be doing S turns. Okay. So we're now circularized. Now I want to do this. Circularize at the next PE. No, that's going to be 539. So here's the thing. I'm going to do a after PE adjustment, just in case they're wrong. It's entirely possible that, okay, I'm going to, I do that save so I can come back here. Well, that's why I'm doing these saves. But I had both MechJeb and Kerbal Engineer in closer agreement than this. Okay. And given that I have pretty much half a tank, half a load of fuel, well, about a third, yeah. I think that I got a feeling that we'll be okay. Execute next node. So it's going to be a 4-minute burn. Well, we'll see. There's a definite twist to the right, so I'm giving it full left just to minimize it. That's right. That's what I'm thinking, Cheesecake. I think that these numbers. I mean, heck, with that much fuel, I have more than 100 meters per second. However, this is a problem. This one might be what it's talking about. And when that gets empty, we got a problem. Yeah, I think that this is really talking about the fuel in this stage. That's the problem. And this is why I wanted to have the fuel lines. So I wouldn't run out of fuel there. Now I'm not going to launch another mission with a part which I need in order to do that. Well, I suppose I could. So, what I have to do, what I'm going to try to do, is see what happens when I really turn these guys down. 10%, 9. Like that. What? Oh, crap. Wrong one. No, I wasn't, Cheesecake. I'll try it again. Yeah. Can't do it. Wait a second. I should be able to transfer fuel this way. Oh, wait a second. Balance fuel. I have a vague recollection I was able to do it somehow. Huh. The interesting thing is I can't do any of the fuel balancing now. I should be able to move it between one and the other, and that's not working. So let me go out to the main menu and come back. And I'm sorry, the Space Center, come back and see if that fixes it. And you're right about the cross flow. Oh, you're right. Go back into here. Hold on a second. I have to change the setting. All right. I consider this cheating in a manner of speaking, but it works. All right. Means I have to do it by hand. If I was able to do the fuel line, it would have been automatic. Okay. So I got 278 meters per second again. We'll recreate the node, circularize as the next PE, create and execute. Well, its create node will be 330, so I'm gonna have to do a couple more burns. Maybe. Okay. Execute next node. So actually, KSP got it right. I mean, this is a very odd setup. The fact that I have two sets of engines, each with their own fuel. Okay, so whoops, abort, 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 abort. There we go. It's a board. I'm messing this up. Okay. I really don't want to turn on the RCS. I really want to save that for the re-entry. So, got plenty of EC. We'll just keep doing this. It's going to take a little time. AP is 275. We're at an altitude of 73. Well, we're getting there. Not doing any great checks for the orbit, but I mean, there's 19 seconds left to burn, so I think that we'll be able to. It'll be good enough. I'm being very careful because the PE is at 72. Okay, 87 to 71. That's good enough for what I need here. Okay, so we want to land at the KSC, and target is the KSC. Thank you. That's so right now it's in the shadow, and we are here. So we need to let it come into daylight. I am not going to do this in the darkness. Okay. And descent, we're going to be going angle of attack at 15 degrees. Okay, good. Alrighty. So, warp to here. And while this is going on, I will get my joystick ready. Okay. Warp to here. Okay, and let that go there. Joystick, where are you? Oh, right. Okay, see, so the next time around is when we will aim to do a landing. So, over there, and I want to do the re-entry over here. That's pretty good. Still too far out. Okay. All right. So, gonna do another. All right, here we go. And to do that, control from here. Target that. Burn is in 22 minutes, a 9-second burn, so the fact that it's off center will be okay. Okay, we'll do that. And we want to go retro, and this is here, and trajectories is right there. Kerbin, descent. Well, okay. Okay, given how far ahead it was. Okay. Because this is the impact which trajectories is calculating, assuming that the vessel doesn't change its angle. Oh, there we go, prograde. .4, which is a 14-second burn. Okay. Let's try this. Definitely an improvement, I hope. We'll actually leave it there because we will be going retrograde. We'll just warp to here. RIP left ear? Alright, it is a 14-second burn in about a minute and a half. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Okay. All right. Really want to be upside down for this. Okay. Now, while we wait here, control authority is 0. Control authority is 0. Okay, let's get the joystick again. Okay, don't need to calibrate it, looks good. Oh, turn SAS off. There we go. Okay, roll, elevator, and yaw. Alright, that's better. Hello, $2. Welcome to the Flying Penguins. That's Jebediah. As Cheesecake said, he's nuts. Very nuts. So what we've got here, so it's just still going out, but that's actually workable. We'll see how it goes, okay? In the meantime, what I want to do right now is I am going to go into an S-turn, starting early. See how we can do this. Okay, like that. Okay. It's still a little far out, but I think that we'll be okay with this. So let me, while I'm waiting on this, shut down all engines. Okay. That's just so I have... Fuel is there. So just tell it to balance. Okay, that's good. No, wings are full. We'll leave that alone. Okay. And so we got here, good. We are at 58,000. Yep, it's a bonus, and frankly, I had totally forgotten about it until Cheesecake reminded me by saying that he did it! So of course I have to do it. Alright. Just checking here again, good. We're going to do a little time warping. I want to see the arrow on this. There we go. This is on purpose. Cheesecake is a good guy. Just because he threw down the gauntlet at me and said, see if you can do this, not a problem. I mean, seriously, he's actually working on the ABC mod, trying to implement some stuff which I never got around to doing. I am very grateful to him for doing that. Alright, we're doing good now. CG is where we want it to be. I don't think I need to see that anymore. Not that. See how it's slowly coming back a little? So now it's back enough. I'm going to go halfway, about 45 degrees. That'll do. Going to this will be around 20 kilometers high when we pass over the KSC, which will be good because that way we can loop around and come back in. Bad feeling about what, Cheesecake? No, the island runway is not a bonus challenge. It's there as an emergency thing. Okay, we lost our solar panels, but that was expected. Did I lose Jeb? No, not yet. We're at 33 kilometers. Speed is 2,000. I hope so. He's as far behind as I was able to get him. I could probably drop him down a little bit more, but even this, which is totally behind it, is still getting heating effects. I think we're okay. Somehow he's... Oh, that doesn't make sense. I'll look at that later. Right now I have a shuttle to land. Oop. Control surfaces are definitely working now. Chase, please. Thank you. 21,000. We're up at 1,400 meters per second. It looks like we'll be fine. The question is going to be, will we be able to loop around and land? I thought I changed both of them, Cheesecake, but whichever. Doesn't matter. I'll get back to it later. Okay. We are... at 1,000 meters per second. Okay, I'm turning off SAS. I have control of I have control now on my joystick. I should have. Yep, there we go. Okay. We are at 20 kilometers. Oops. This one's going to be a real bear to land. Yeah, it also has a definite pull to the right. Which will be good when I'm ready to turn around, which would be right about... Oh, and by the way, I don't have speed brakes. I don't have parachutes to slow me down. Let's see. I may have waited too long to do the turn. Oh crap. Gear down. We're on approach. With Dutch wheels down, brake. And we did it. I'm not doing this again. Well, it pretty much was. Not in your life, Cheesecake. I mean, this one actually I think is harder because it's a smaller shuttle. Wheel stop. Oh. Ow. Ah, my neck. Okay. And it's done. Let us now do our normal photo opportunity. Okay. I think Val did a pretty good job of landing. Move that ring. Uh-oh. Brake. Permanent brake. Thank you. Okay. I think he's pretty happy. Now let's see if I can get him out of here. Oops. Okay. Oh, that's why. Leave seat. Oh, nuts. I was hoping he wouldn't fall down like that. Oh dear. Oh well. I want to get a picture of him on top, but if I can't, I can't. Wow, what's this leg? You can't get rid of the backpack, can you? Not yet, anyway. There we go. Nice photo op. Wait a sec, what are you doing with your helmet on? What are you doing with your helmet? Oh. Helmet. There we go. Someone isn't happy. No, I'm just trying to get a better picture for this. There we go. All right. And with that, this mission is over. Hello, Dimbaratu. That's probably Chatterer, I believe. Okay, recover. Done. Okay, all right. So that's it. Tomorrow morning I will edit. I'll edit the video and upload it tomorrow, and that'll be that. Okay, so now, what time is it? 10:28. All right. I'm not going to. Let me take a look at something here. So I just did I'm looking at the shuttle challenge. I just did STS-9. Can you land me? Yep. Okay. So the next one, the next mission is going to be MUN STS-1. I'm not doing that tonight. Alrighty. So, what I think I'm going to do is I have a couple of mods which I'm getting ready to release. It wasn't. It was not easy to fly it. Okay, I would not have been able to do that one with the keyboard because it was too much out of control. I needed the joystick in order to do that. Okay. Okay, so Dumbaratu, this was STS-9 of the Shuttle Challenge. Donald, I don't need to do that. That's not my job. They got the SPH to do it. They'll just roll that thing inside. Anyway,